Southwest Conference. Alive and well once again here today as these two rivals are set to square off, and we are set to bring it to you. Welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, home of the Arkansas Razorbacks. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on another team from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Razorbacks will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Slips through the line. Got a little room. They eventually chase him down, but what a spectacular return that almost went all the way. So Texas A&M's offense will get first. At it today. Last time these two squared off in the Southwest Classic, it was the Aggies gigging the Razorbacks in a close one.
I think we saw a lot of mental toughness in that game, too, by Texas A&M. Things didn't always go great, but they were always seemingly able to respond. And I think that's going to be a big key in this one, Dave.
And which one can keep their cool? In these rivalry games, sometimes it pops a little bit more. There's more emotion, and there's more adrenaline. And sometimes you can make some bad decisions. A&M did a good job last year, but a big challenge with the Razorbacks today.
Running back searching for a hole. Gets it past the marker. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies!
And every team has their script, and they want to get the game off on this foot, and they want to make sure that they have balance and get these plays in and assert the line of scrimmage. Run the football, and they do. They create the explosive run, and they open this football game with a touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Wilcox. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So Arkansas's offense will go to work for the first time today. And they're going to have to contend with a... that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You make it some kind of deception going against this secondary.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you could turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
It'll be 3rd and long. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Jackson going to throw it. Got his man quickly. Made a defender miss. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. Caught over the middle. It's York. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. They've gotten this drive going, a couple of 1st downs already. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. They'll go to the ground. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. These two old SWC rivals might have taken a bit of a hiatus in their series, but once the Aggies came to the SEC, things ratcheted back up quickly.
Right, and that's been some of the cool side of conference expansion, right? You got this rivalry renewed from a long time ago, but since joining the conference, A&M has dominated Arkansas. Arkansas looking to get a little payback.
It always feels big when you watch this game. We've seen so many of these games in recent years being played at Jerry World, and with all the speed on the field from both sides, this is always, I think, one of the more fun games to watch every season.
They'll go 4 wide, twin receivers on either side on 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's York. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Makes one man miss. Breaks into the open. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running a...
Touchdown, Razorbacks! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. The extra point here would tie the game.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Williams. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a 1st down at the 29. New set of downs after the completion. They'll run it from the gun. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. The Aggies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The give to the back. All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back to the line of scrimmage.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down.
There he goes. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Aggies come to the line in the hurry-up.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Got it behind the line. It's Robbins. They'll say he goes out of bounds, marking at the 46. To the ground with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
And these are my favorite type of running backs. Guys that run angry, that break tackles. Even when nothing's there, Jesse, they're still going to get me positive yards. Give me that guy all day long.
And these were my favorite types of defenses to play. It's ones that don't tackle well and don't use the proper fundamentals. Obviously, I was never the guy carrying the football myself, but hey, we're going to be racking up yards, moving up and down the field, scoring points, and that is beautiful as well.
That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33. They've methodically worked the ball down the field. 11th play of the drive coming up, but this one 3rd and long. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. And the field goal unit is on the field. That is no good. And here in the second quarter, we remain all knotted up.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make great. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
The Razorbacks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Trying play action. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
First play of the drive, wants to throw. Dumps it off in the flats. Making a little bit of progress there. He gets it to the 40 before getting out of bounds. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of...
Oh, he's got some space. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. The Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
They'll run the option. Quick toss. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
That's exactly what you want to do against the option. You want that thing to string along out wide so you get more bodies to the football. Nice job playing the first option. The quarterback, they've set the pitch out wide. Guess what? Ready for that, too. They tackle him, and they get him on the ground.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Got it in the middle. It's Norman. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. And the Aggies have pushed it inside the 20. From the shotgun, the inside give. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. The give from the gun. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Leaves it with the running back. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Jackson will throw. Working that left side now. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
What's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. Picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options. He's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Tight end now in motion. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Got rid of it just in time.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Lets it fly. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll pull it on the read. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. And the Razorbacks kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Jackson gonna throw it. Rushes on him. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. The Razorbacks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Makes the catch. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Unleashes one. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the 1st down. And the Razorbacks started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. big tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Complete. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Here's the pressure. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Arkansas.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He found some really good running room on that one. It just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Fires into traffic, intercepted. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Razorbacks have a lot of options on second and inches. Jackson will throw. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Here's the handoff. Looks as if he'll get it up to about the 14-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Going with the counter play here. Breaks the tackle. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, 2 fan bases who wait all year for this game, and we could be headed to a fun finish in the Southwest Classic. And this linebacker has left his big old paw prints all over this first half. He's been clogging running lanes and forcing turnovers, and even when he's not doing something that shows up on the stat sheet, he's preventing that offense from doing so. A young man with all-American potential. Still 2 quarters to go in this Southwest Classic, a treasured rivalry in both Fayetteville and College Station.
Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the third quarter started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. And the Razorbacks will punt this one away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. Sweet cut there. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you, the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk gain. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays, too.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Under fire. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move. He'll be brought down, but he was trying with everything he had to turn that disaster into a first down. He came up a little short. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
Off the play fake on first down. Finds the tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target.
Got some room headed to the goal line. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
And really, really good decision-making by the quarterback. Don't get greedy. Yes, I can make reads, and I can pull it.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Aggie. Extra point here will tie the game.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Quarterback on the keeper. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I don't think the quarterback made the right read on that play. I know they're asking a lot of this QB. He's got a lot to focus on with the pass game and all the different types of runs that they have in their playbook. But on that play there, that pre-snap look told me to hand it off.
Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The Razorbacks will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On his way back from the 20. Was looking for more running room and found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. He'll keep it himself. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Takes the handoff. It's Green. defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Out of the gun, the running back has it.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll leave it with him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs, you just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Finds him out of the backfield.
Well, the offense on third down there, just trying to spit the ball out quickly and see if they can get a block and get north. But defense, really nice job getting after the catch, getting a tackle, and now setting up fourth down.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Grab behind the line. It's York. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Razorbacks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Pressure coming. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
One thing this defense always talks about is getting off the field. Last drive, they forced a punt. Here on 3rd down, what a great job flying to the football, getting a hit, forcing an incompletion. They may be jogging off here soon again.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. Turns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To the air on 1st down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Back to pass on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's Epps. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Absolutely perfect. And now they regain the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Ole Miss looks like an old punching bag out there today, and any way you slice it, this fan base, heck, this coaching staff just didn't expect that. They're trailing by 32 to Texas. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Jackson gonna throw it. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Got it in the middle. It's York. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Going for the big play. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Razorbacks decide to punt it away. Catch is made at the 15. And now the hit knocks it loose. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
As a former quarterback, I definitely never had the guts to ever want to be a return man. And that right there is the reason why, guys. I don't need anybody having a 50-yard run at me trying to take my head off. So, listen, I mean, I feel for that return guy. He's lucky, though, that his group of guys was able to jump back on the ball.
They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15. Good work up front to get that first down on the ground, and now they'll go back to work. The give to the tailback. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a first down. He's up to 86 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. A&M comes back out with another first down. They'll try the run. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. They're just trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. He'll keep it on the sneak. Picks up the first down.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
From the gun, the running back has it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I know you took a loss on first down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against the defense that knows you're going to do it.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. They get him stopped at the 26, but boy, that was an attitude run, a pickup of 6. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. Turning it on! Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Ground with the counter. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Back to the ground game on the left. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree. Jesse agrees. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot.
Personal foul. Looking to kick kicker. Defense.
You must protect the kicker when he's in a defenseless position like that. That penalty is going to give the offense a 1st down. With that penalty, they give this offense a little helping hand. Now it's 2nd and 9. With the 12th man standing at the ready, and at times it seemed as if A&M needed them, the Aggies take down the Razorbacks and win this rivalry game. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.